Hi, welcome to the AppCodeBlog on YouTube. I recently got a question on the blog from someone about animating a title bar. So I threw together a little tutorial and I thought I would make it into a YouTube tutorial as well. So let's start off by firing up Xcode, create a new Xcode project, a view-based application, and we're going to name it Animation Tutorial. Alright, we're going to open up our view controller header file, which is right here, and we're going to add a UI navigation bar. Just going to name that navigation bar. Some trouble with my typing here today. Navigation bar. There we go. I want to go ahead and set the properties for that. And I'm going to declare 3 IB actions here. Actually, I'm just going to do 2. I'm going to do animate bar and remove bar. Okay. Real quick, let us go over to the implementation file. I'm going to strip out all the unnecessary stuff. Just like that. And we're going to synthesize our navigation bar variable that we created. Okay, let's go ahead and create our user interface. So we're going to double click our nib file here, open it up in Interface Builder. I see I got it all off the screen here, so let me get it to where you all can see it. Alright, now we're going to add a UI navigation bar. So let's find that here in our library. There it is. Just put that there. And then we're going to add 2 buttons. Center it up. Let's title it Animate Bar. I'm going to hold down the Option key and drag to make another one. And name that Remove Bar. Alright, now let's link those elements up to the stuff that we created over here in our header file. So we want to link our navigation bar, our title bar, up to navigation bar here, this IB outlet, and we're going to link up those 2 buttons to our 2 actions here. Alright, so let's go back to Interface Builder, select Files Owner, go to our Connections Inspector, and we'll link our navigation bar by clicking and dragging straight to there. And then we'll link our buttons to our actions, just like this. Just click and drag, and then select Touch Up Inside. Whoops. If you make a mistake, and just hit that X. Touch Up Inside. Okay. As always, I like to add a little color, so I can do that. And because I don't like the way those colors match, I'm going to change this to black opaque, and then I'm going to change the text to black to have it match, just like that. Okay, I'm going to save that up, close Interface Builder because we're done with it, and come back over to our view controller implementation file, and now we're going to implement these 2 IB actions that we declared earlier. Oops. Okay, now I am going to cheat here just a little bit, and I'm going to copy some code into here, and the first thing I'm going to copy is some code that is going to set our title bar out of view when we first launch the app. So what we do is we get our frame for our title bar, our navigation bar, and then we're going to set the Y coordinate to it, and you see we're going to do it minus the height of our navigation bar. So we get our Y coordinate and we set it to the height of our navigation bar out of view, and then this is where we position that. Okay, so that starts us off there, and now let's just go ahead and run this and see what we have so far. That navigation bar should be out of view, and it is. You see, it's not up here anymore. Okay, let's go ahead and quit that, and now we're going to implement the animate bar method, and we're going to use the new method of animating a UI view that came about with iOS 4. And what that does is, since iOS 4, you use a block to do the animation, and that's what this is here, that block. These lines up here are basically doing the same thing that we did up in the view-did-load method, other than we're setting our Y coordinate to a different coordinate because we want to bring it down into view now. So we set up the block here, and all this does is we're setting our duration of the animation, delay, we're not having any delay. It's going to ease out, and then it starts the animation, and here is our beginning spot. No, I'm sorry. It starts out of view, and then this will be our ending spot, and this is where we actually move it to that spot. And then on completion, we're just going to log to the console that it's done. Just like that. Okay, let's go ahead and click and run. Build and run now. You see, it's out of the way, and if we click here, it comes into play. We haven't hooked up our remove bar yet, so that is not functioning yet. But we're going to do that now, and once again, I'm just going to copy and paste some code here. And with the remove bar method, I am going to use the old method of doing the animation. This is the way it looked before iOS 4. You had to declare all your variables in a separate line of code here. And you see now, it takes all of this stuff and puts it into one block here. And that's the difference. Alright, so anyway, let's save that and click build and run. Animate the bar, and we can move the bar. And we can just do this all day. And if we bring out the console, you can see that every time we animate the bar, it prints out that it's done. Just like that. Exciting stuff, isn't it? Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a tutorial I threw together real quick, like I said, just to answer a specific question someone had on the blog, so I thought I would record it here and throw it up on YouTube, and maybe someone can benefit from it. Come and check me out at TheAppCodeBlog.com and find more great tutorials. Thanks a lot.